So we don't know how long he was beating her then, in other words, is what you're saying.
No, we don't know yet.
Uh-huh. And then, we were talking earlier about Tina Slay Richardson. You could hate me all you want, that's fine. I never did anything to you, but I'd like to know, why aren't you focused on the men who killed your son? You're not going to get justice just hating me. Richardson, you said she's going around collecting money? Is that right?
Oh yeah, she got a team of investigators now and a team of lawyers. All the troll channels are getting her money so she can get this team together. She openly said it in the chat and on the panel today.
Tina, what team are you talking about? Because what it takes is it takes you going after the murderers of your son. It takes you, not hiring a team of investigators. All they want is more money. They don't want to actually get the justice. They want your money. It has to be you that chases down the killers of your kid. So that's what Tina's doing. So Tina's going around, and she's accusing me of being a grifter, and she's going around to collecting little bits of money for people as she just goes on panel after panel after panel. To get the killers who killed your son, you got to put boots on the ground and spend time going after that. So why is Tina, who's she paying? Do we have a list of the people she's paying?
I didn't see any list, no.
So, I mean, I guess, but this has been a recurring theme, just so you know. When people accuse me of anything, if you actually take a look at them, that's exactly what they're doing. That's what they're doing. You go back to even on my TikTok days, all those guys accused me of this and that, and then you check and they had their PayPal, their Venmo, their Cash App ready to go. So we're looking at all around corruption where people have devoted themselves to people accused of rape, to people who are accused wife beaters, to people who get caught with 20 grams of meth and 8 grams of fentanyl. But yet the guy going around driving in his van from city to city helping people who get abused by cops, I'm the villain. I'm the bad guy. I wonder how that is. I went to go help Tina. The only reason people know who Tina is because I went there to help her. And now she's grifting money. And where's that money going? We really don't know. I got a team of people. Who says that? Who says that? There's no team of people. It's up to you to get anything done. Deborah, we raised that $1,000 for her, $950. We did that by putting our boots on the ground, turning on a camera and going after it. You have to chase things down like a hound. I mean, you got to be hardcore to get anything accomplished. And if you're not hardcore, then nothing will get accomplished. You can't hire, Jeffrey, I love you, buddy. I can't hire you to do my video editing and think you're going to do it as good as me. You won't. It's up to me, right?
Yeah, you got to put your heart into it.
You got to put
your heart's got to go into it.
That's right. You got to put your heart and soul into the things that you do, especially when it comes to the death of your son. You got to chase that down. You got to be on the street in Patterson's face, in Sheriff Jeff Arnott's face, Jim Arnott. You got to go chase those guys down and expose them, expose their connections, expose their corruption. You can't just...
This kind of came out of nowhere, Tina, didn't it?
Oh my gosh. So first of all, I'd like to know where all this money that I grifted, because anytime anybody's asked me about money, I have always said, donate it to St. Jude's in Caleb's name.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I've seen you do that so many times.
Right.
It's like, you see, here's the thing, right? I said this to you before. I think it was to yourself. I said it, that the facts don't matter to this guy, because all he needs to do is say it, and the people who support him are just going to believe him anyway. They're never going to go and check it out for themselves, you know?
And then the second thing is, he's wanting me, and I want to be really clear. He's saying that I need to go after the prosecutor and I need to go after the sheriff. Chilli's trying to get me arrested because in the state of Missouri, there is a law that we cannot publicly accuse an official or an officer of the law of corruption, or we can be prosecuted. And he knows this. He
Mm,
absolutely 100% knows this. He also knows that the sheriff of Greene County has already threatened me with such because of Chilli.
there you go.
Because of Chilli, I want
Right.
to make this very clear. Because of Chilli and his followers on YouTube harassing the sheriff of Greene County, I have already been threatened with prosecution. So he's trying to get me arrested. Let's make that very clear.
So I can see exactly how he would do that and why he would do that. And this is why I think it's important for you to speak out about it, because all it would take is his people going and harassing those guys, as you just mentioned, going harassing those guys, and then it automatically falls back on you. And
Correct.
then if you did get arrested, which obviously I think everybody watching hopes you don't, but if you did, that would be a massive win for him. He'd be able to go, look, Tina got herself arrested because of this, that, and the other, and people are just going to believe him anyway,
Right.
no matter what he
Exactly.
says.
Exactly. And it's all because, in case anybody wants to know, it's a new law that passed in August of 2021, and it is called the Police Bill of Rights. It's where police officers cannot be sued in the state of Missouri anymore civilly unless they are criminally charged. You can't publicly accuse them of corruption. You can't film them and post it online without giving it to them first and letting that officer review it for 24 hours. And everybody's
Wow.
talked about how Arizona was the first. It was not. It was Missouri. Arizona followed suit. Oklahoma followed suit. And it's because the frauditors. And
exactly. This is exactly what they do. They have caused this issue now where it's illegal for people who just want to protect themselves to be able to do so. I've always said, film police, if you're having an interaction with them or if you feel like it's the right thing to do, don't harass them, just do it respectfully. And now you can't do that because of these dickweeds on YouTube.
They consider it to be doxing. They consider it to be doxing, and the officer has the right to review the footage before you post it online 24 hours, or you can be charged with a misdemeanor up to a felony. And it is currently being challenged. Anybody can challenge me on this and look it up, because I don't want you just to take my word for it. But the city of St. Louis is suing the state of Missouri over this law. It's called the Police Bill of Rights. And I've been talking out about the Police Bill of Rights since before Chilli got here. And so he's purposely trying to antagonize me to do what he thinks I should do. Again, this is what he thinks I should do. He's not in my shoes. He has no idea. And the word team, I used verbiage that he would understand.
Exactly.
I'm using the verbiage, Chilli.
Can I ask you this though, right? Because I touched on this earlier, and in the interest of fairness, I guess to him, did he do anything at all that was actually positive or helpful?
No.
Exactly.
No. And I do want to answer Tones. I am not the sheriff's favorite person. That won't happen. I'm here to tell you, I got kicked out of a fundraiser event because I made the sheriff of Greene County uncomfortable by being there. I paid $250 to be at this fundraiser, and the sheriff shows up, and 5 minutes later, I'm asked to leave, even though I paid $250 to be there. So yeah, the sheriff is not going to support me.
And I know you've mentioned that before. Like it's unbelievable. But yeah, it just seems to me like he's so vindictive as well. It's not just manipulative. He's vindictive because if you listen to how he speaks, and I think he goes on to talk about it here, where, you know, what he was saying earlier about you, but then he goes on to say, oh, you should be out doing that and not making videos about me. And it always goes back to poor Chilli. It's always about Chilli. He doesn't care about anybody other than himself. That's just the way it is.
He doesn't care about the damage he leaves in his path. He also mentioned,
not at all.
On his, hey, I need some tech friends, let's create this popper. He mentioned that my sister Sue was here, and that, you know, Sue is a God-fearing woman and blah, blah, blah. And Sue would tell the truth and that I'm lying. Oh my God. Let me just say that my sister is really thoroughly pissed off. She can't wait to be on anybody's panel anytime to tell her side of the story because she was here. She is an eyewitness to everything that I have said because she was in this house as well. And
is she allowed to do that in terms of like?
She can.
Oh,
and
great.
And I would have texted her. I would have texted her beforehand, but yeah, Sue is like, I don't mind going on panels. She didn't want to because she thinks Chilli is a little troll.
Absolutely. Anytime, you just let me know. I'll go live anytime, day or night, to have her word out. No question. We got twice as many people watching right now than Chilli has on his own stream. So I've got no problem getting her on and getting that out there because I think that's important. Somebody mentioned here in the side chat, I hope I saved it. I didn't, but anyway, what would be, so you are in a situation now where, you know, he's talking smack about you nonstop and, you know, that in and of itself, obviously we can all ignore that, but that's not an easy thing to do, to just ignore it. But like, is there any option for you in terms of restraining orders or to stop him making videos about you?
I tried the restraining order. I went to file one, and because he's not in Missouri, and only he has a mailing address in California in which he does not permanently reside at. It's just a place where he gets his mail. The judge said, I'm not going to do it at this time. We can revisit it if he comes into Missouri and we can find a way to serve him properly, because the way it works in Missouri, you're giving a temporary restraining order and you're asked to appear 14 days after the fact to determine whether a full restraining order and that person has the right then to defend themselves. So I would have to wait for Chilli to come to Missouri to do so. However, his nice little video that he just did does back up any civil litigation he may think he wants to file against me. It just strengthened my counter lawsuit 1,000%. Because I have no problem showing my Cash App and what has been quote unquote given to me in Cash App, which is nada. I have no problem showing my PayPal. I have no problem, none whatsoever. And Chilli
this is
can't.
The thing about you, Tina. Let me say this, because I've said this from the first minute that I saw one of you, when I saw that video of you with Terry. I watched it live. I'd never spoken to you or anybody even about the whole scenario. That was the first day I'd ever heard about this situation. And I watched that video and I said it straight up that you were telling the truth in my eyes 100%, because I know when somebody's lying. It's just it's a learned thing. I think I might have an ability to do it. I think I've proven that to people on here when I grill people like Dr. Dave and I grilled other people. I don't back down. I know when people are lying because my life depended on it.
Right.
When I was working in the jobs that I worked in. And I said that, and I said straight up, thank you so much. Oh, look at this coffee with a smile. You can't beat that. And I said straight up, this lady is not lying. And you have been nothing but open and honest the whole time.
Right.
And as you just said there, you're willing to prove all of this. And all of this stuff took place live on the air. But that's what I was saying to you earlier. He doesn't care about that because he doesn't need to prove anything because his people will just believe him anyway.
So Jeff from Rights On, I'd like to know where you got your information, because that's who was on the phone with him, was Rights On. Jeffrey, Rights On, was on the phone with Chilli, where he got the information from that I'm collecting money.
Is he in the side chat, is it, or?
No, I mean, that's who was on the live. That's what I'm saying. I'm addressing him, who's probably going to watch this. I need proof. I need receipts. You can't just make something up and expect zero consequences from it.
Well, let me put this out to Rights On then. Rights On, if you are watching this, and I'm sure you will be, get in contact with me, irishdemonvids@gmail.com. You're welcome to come on the show, and you can show these receipts. We'll hold court. We'll hold court between us all. I'll put on the wig. I'll get out the feckin' gavel over here, and we'll hold court. You show us the receipts, But it'll never happen because they run away from it. And it goes to a point that, who was it made this point? Pat's Cats made with a super chat for $5. He's attacking Tina because she can prove that Chilli isn't legitimate. He needs to tear you down to illegitimize what you're saying. That's why he's going so hard after you. Because he's so used to just walking away.
I sent you on Discord a blown up picture that Chilli put on his own YouTube. And for any Chilli supporter who says he never said my son's life mattered, when Demon wants to share those 4 screenshots, it's underlined. Because I'll
figure out how to do it here in a minute and I'll do it.
Chilli admitted, he said, just as I said on the phone call with Larry, my life, Caleb's life, and Jalen's life doesn't fucking matter. So again, I ask any Chilli supporter to tell me that was in writing from Chilli. How in the hell is that acceptable? He said, my son's life didn't matter.
That's fucking unbelievable. Like, he said that in the phone call as well.
Correct. And I sent you I sent you the video, the additional minutes. And you're welcome to share that link. You're welcome to share that link. It's on Delete LOLZ's channel because I couldn't get it to upload. I don't have a YouTube. I have a YouTube to talk to people and chat, but I don't have a channel. And
I'm gonna find this.
Troll Hunter keeps going, go back to TikTok, or I need to get off TikTok. Hey, Troll Hunter, I haven't been on TikTok really. I watch videos. Whoop-de-freaking do. I don't do lives. I don't collect money. Yeah, I don't do lives anymore. I haven't done a live since the Billy Joel concert in Orlando, Florida, back in March.
But you know, the thing is, Tina, even if you were live 24 hours a day, it wouldn't illegitimize what you're saying because you have the receipts. You have the proof.
I have
These guys don't. And they will never come on here. I challenge, right here and now, Chilli decastro. I challenge you right now to sit down on a stream with me. Before I go to Portugal, sit down on a stream with me, you and me, with a moderator who can mute either one of us, and you show me the receipts for everybody. Because I haven't got any skin in this game. I'm not involved directly.
I went to Ironton to confront Chilli. I did not fundraise for it. I did not ask anybody for money. One of the folks in Ironton offered to let me stay at her house, and if I was a bad guest, please let me know. She helped me get a birthday cake for Larry Flanoid. I think I still owe her $5. Elizabeth, I owe you $5, but I paid for it. I paid for my meals. I paid for Larry's meals. I paid for everything. I didn't fundraise for it. I didn't ask anybody to give me a penny, not so much as a penny, to do this. So I can go across country and be an activist, Chilli, and I don't need to fundraise for it. I don't need to ask anybody for anything. Why do you?
Exactly. And then he claims that he's not making anything out of it and that he doesn't want to make anything out of it. Why is he selling stuff then? Why is he selling merch? I run a YouTube channel for fun and because I enjoy doing it as a job. I enjoy what I do, and I would never hide that. I don't deny that. You've never claimed to be a YouTuber. Nope. The only reason you have a voice on here now is because we all back you, not because of Chilli, not because I dislike him and think he's a piece of shit, but because directly what he did to you and what he's doing to you now. That's why I support you. It's not about Chilli.
So
if
when
it was anybody else, I would do the same thing.
So when Chilli goes to watch this, because I know he's gonna, I'm going to say this in terminology, Chilli, you may or may not understand. I have been advised under counsel, legal counsel, that is representing me in the wrongful death of Caleb Slay, to not speak about the details of the case. I have been advised by legal counsel to not say anything regarding the death of Caleb Slay. I've said it once, I'll say it again, I'll say it 1,000,000 times. I'm doing it the legal way.
Got that